is so weird! I mean, hey guys, look, I'm reviewing me again. Is this joke funny yet? But this thing is so damn weird! This is now the strangest figure in my entire damn collection. Might be the strangest figure I've ever seen. I'm not saying it's bad, but it is bizarre. Let's start out with how this thing looks. Weird point number 1. He looks incredibly stiff. While yes, it's very accurate, you do not want his arms at his sides unless you are okay with it looking like he's got a rod up his ass. Get those arms away from the body and you are much more in business. But the lower body never looks right. He's just so horizontally narrow. I swear, he's like a lion that learned to be a man. He's mostly very clean, but those arm flaps look ridiculous, and I can tell you, in handling them, they're awful. The face is horrifying and it sucks. He alternately looks like the guy from the sexiest mugshot ever meme, or one of those people whose faces got infected after plastic surgery. I don't know why they did this to Blurr's head with the unbelievably huge chin, but I do not like it. Oh, and it's bringing back light piping, because of course this bad head needed another bad idea. But, strangely enough, it's the part I'm okay with because it's pretty well executed. The entire back of the head is made out of a dark clear plastic that does a good job at just looking like the rest of the head. I didn't even notice initially. But wait, the weirdness of the head does not stop there, because this head is not on a ball socket or a mushroom peg or anything like that. No. The neck is part of the head, and the neck is ball socketed into the torso. I mean, it works, but it feels wrong. Speaking of feels, now's the time to point out that the whole figure seems to be made out of what feels to be a hard rubber. Is this plastic or is this rubber? I can't tell, but it doesn't feel normal. His hands are so ugly. What's up with them? They look like stop signs someone drilled the entire middle out of. From the front they're passable, but they still look really off. He also has one long crotch. Now let's talk about his gun. Even this is not allowed to be normal. Now while this is a pretty faithful recreation of the gun that he had in that one scene in the movie, this is weird because it doesn't have a peg for a siege blast effect. Because why? You have the beginning of a nub, why not just extend it a tiny amount more and let me put a laser blast on the end of this thing? He's also got his box with a spigot on it from the movie that he used to weld that one time. Okay, posability. Are you ready for this? That is so weird! But wait, we're not done yet, because this deluxe figure has ratcheted shoulders. Why is this so weird? I mean, I'm not mad about it. It does limit the places you can have the arms rest, but it does make them very strong at the same time, so it's kind of an even trade. But it's still a strange one. No one's getting off the crazy train yet though, because let's take a look at these wrists. It's got a mushroom peg, so you'd think that the hand would be posable, right? No, that's the transformation joint. It only spins in one direction, it only spins the wrong direction, and it takes all of this crap with it when you do. My brain is on fire, someone send help. Knees only pull a 90, which is not as odd as the rest of this, but it still doesn't look normal. This is oddly stable on one foot for a figure with such a narrow set of shoes. He does have a toe tilt forward, but it only makes it harder for him to stand, which is madness. Oh, and did I mention that if you even look at the arms, the flaps will start hanging down? Transformation. I'd like to point out that I was 100% right when I said that this looked like an update of the Titans Return Blur, because they clearly started designing this with that thing's skeleton as the basis. I do feel vindicated though when I said that the Titans Return figures could have been made without the Headmaster gimmick just fine. This thing does have a few interesting twists of its own, but all the locking tabs on this thing are about 10 times too strong, and getting the chair out is a bitch. Plus, there was a real specific order of operations to follow with the arms. It's not a bad transformation, but those locking tabs really could have stood to be weaker, and I still think the arm flaps should have encased the arm rather than hinge like they do. Finally, you end up with this really mostly accurate alt mode. The nose cone is a little too flat to my eye. I don't think this was ever supposed to look like that, but you know what? I shouldn't even bring that up in the face of how weird it is that you can't roll this thing because it doesn't have wheels. No toot-to-do for you. Oh, and may I point out that in this mode, his gun attaches like this? Not like this, or this, but this. Nothing you do is normal. Guys, this figure weirds me out. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's good. It's just weird. It's bizarre. Nothing it does is like how any other figure does it. Transforms good, pose is good, looks basically right in both modes, but god damn that face is ugly, and I have no idea why they intentionally went with such a completely wrong design for the head. It's a good figure, but I don't get it. I don't think you'll feel ripped off by this if you buy it, but I am too confused to say you need this. And that's not half of what I have to say, but it's enough of what I have to say. And if you enjoyed the video, then please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to take it a step further, then please share this video with any friend you think may be interested. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me waste your time.